and I guess the better word is don't self-sabotage your relationships with those who actually do give a fuck about you.
Give a fuck, my nigga.
That's
do
the
anything
thing.
for you, my nigga.
You know, I mean, you 2 years older than me. Let's not put age as a factor here.
And zoom, bitch.
No, let's not put age as a factor.
Ride a nigga broom, bitch.
It's ugly as hell. Say it again, one more again.
Zoom, bitch. Ride a nigga broom.
Hey, start the show off with
Shout
that
out to Wayne.
Start the show off with that motherfucker. Zoom, bitch.
Shout out
Ride a
to
nigga
Wayne.
broom. We gotta be fucked up. Yo,
Starring Timothy Ron, Cool Cat, TK, District 4.
And zoom, bitch.
No, let's not put age as a factor.
Ride a nigga broom, bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe. We live and direct on the airwaves. I want everybody to introduce themselves because I'm a little bit too tipsy to introduce everybody for you. So I'm gonna start with my right.
y'all, this your fault. You already know who it is.
And then we gonna go to my left.
Yo, it's your boy Cool Kev, you know what I'm saying? To my left.
The biggest boss, if you don't know, you lost is top.
And of course, y'all know me as Timothy Raw. And I want to, I just want to, before we actually start the episode, I gotta just give my respects and give my flowers to members of my podcast, prospects of my podcast, friends of my podcast, affiliates of the podcast. You know who you are. Izzy, they didn't meet Izzy yet. Shout out to my nigga Izzy. Tim Joyner, that's other people that they haven't met, my podcast members. But I have to give them flowers because I am really nobody without them. You know what I mean? It doesn't take one as a team. There's no I in team. And as cliche as that sound.
No U's. Yeah.
Exactly. As cliche as that sound, I gotta give everybody respect for that. And I want to give them their flowers. Just give a round of applause for members, people affiliated and associated with Great Apes Cafe, even in the smallest, minute. And you know who you are. I have mad respect and love. Let me drink on that.
On life. So, my guys, what we starting off with tonight, man?
I'm happy you brought this up, and I'm gonna make sure everybody talk about this subject. And they've been thinking about this for a minute. I want to start this episode with the dangers of sabotaging yourself.
Oh yeah.
Do not self-sabotage. And I'm gonna go a little bit in detail why I want to bring up this episode, but I want to let you know the dangers. If you have a blessing that happened to you, or you don't think you deserve it, still let it flow. Let it, welcome it. I do understand karma exists, and some things happen towards people where they feel like they may not be acceptable to have that blessing or to have that positive situation that happened in their life. But I realized the self-sabotaging, they're making sure the relationship don't work, they're making sure the job don't work, they're making sure the plan doesn't work, the way or path you could get your money, get your bank doesn't work. Yeah. Everybody who's sitting at this table probably had a doubt of whatever they do in their truth to be where they are. And I'm going to say that self-sabotaging is not it.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not it. You know what I'm saying? What I got, it's crazy that you brought that up, Tim, on me. Because I got my homeboy right now, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nadas Rue. But man, he feel like, you know what I'm saying, I don't even put his business out there, but he feel like that, you know what I'm saying, the things that he done in his life, that he don't deserve a better chance, or not even a second chance. It's just that he don't feel like he deserve anything. So it's like it got him at a point of his life where he's stuck and he don't know what to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, I told him, like, you don't need to feel that way just because of your past. You know what I'm saying? Your past is your past.
It's a lot of people who feel like that. Ladies and gentlemen, and shout out to the people who really do know me. I know I got a past.
Life.
Ain't no sense to worry about that, though. It's the past is the past, So
how you think that you move forward with that? You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, dwelling on your past and you feel like that you don't deserve better, how do you move forward with that? Like, what's your advice to somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that move forward with that?
You know what I be doing?
What?
So like,
I don't know.
I hope this makes some type of sense. I added it up real quick.
I knew this nigga was gonna smile about it.
But so like my sister and my brother, they suicidal.
Okay.
So like, sometimes I be talking shit. You know, like you can't always just be trying to be too friendly with somebody that's suicide.
My life.
Like when you talking to people like that, you kind of gotta be like talking to them, but you gotta let them know like what the fuck you doing? Like,
On life. You got what I'm saying? Okay. I feel that.
so somewhere in between there, that's what you got. That's how you gotta talk to people like that. Like,
Do you know
shit,
why they're
fuck it.
suicidal? Not to go off topic.
They're not now, but they just people. Some people go through depression. They feel like they're not loved.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like love. You know, some person. People be like, "You don't love me, man." You know,
Right.
Damn, like this motherfucker feel like I don't love him for real. You know.
Right. The thing about depression is this. Depression is a trauma that is associated with the past. So if you could have something that happened in the past, you depress about it. If you have a problem with your future, you have anxiety. And some people nowadays, especially with my younger friends and younger generation, they use certain drugs. You know who you are. I'm not talking about weed. You know who you are. And I'm not knocking you for that, but I want you to understand that there's other ways you could cope with reality.
Yeah.
And the thing about, besides that, when it comes down to self-sabotaging yourself, when you feel like you're not deserving of your gifts, your flowers, I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I have a problem.
Oh, me. Shit. My bad, y'all.
The thing about it, and the reason why I brought this up, I had a friend of mine who called me, and he literally just don't think he deserved everything that's good. And I'm not understanding because I'm not going to say his name, but you know who you are when you see this episode. You know, he owns a house on Bowhead Island. He's a real estate agent. You have $3.4 million in the savings.
God.
I'm not even going to talk about the check-ins. That's just in your savings, right? You got a beautiful wife. You got 2 children. You got a car. You got a private jet. And the thing about it is, with all this money, all this adversity, all this, all this luxury in a sense, equity, business ownership, you're not happy.
You know what?
Money don't bring.
You know what I
happiness.
do to keep from airing my grievances?
What you do?
Doing
TK?
something for somebody else.
Right. I feel that.
That's just
I feel
me.
that because
That's
that
one
do
way.
bring happiness.
I mean, I got a problem every day.
Right.
So does everybody else I come across.
Right.
If I can do something to lessen your problem, maybe it'll make me feel a little bit better about my problem. Maybe it'll give me a little bit, make me less frustrated and be able to solve my problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Do a good turn. You might get something out of it, but no good deed goes unpunished either. So
yeah, I feel
That's
that.
true.
tell
Because
you,
I ain't gonna lie, the realest thing that I've heard like lately, and I mean, as simple as this sound, nigga, my mother-in-law said this shit. She was like, "You cannot bring your past into the present.
No.
You
But-
absolutely cannot."
But I will say this.
But you
though.
can harbor a shadow. You know
can
what I
harbor
mean?
a shadow.
You can
You
let
can.
it sit on you. And, I mean, that's
But
that's
what's the
something you
need
gotta
of
deal
harboring
with.
that shadow if you can't do nothing about that shadow?
Exactly.
Self versus self is very important. But I would say this though: the past, your shadow, and the light. If your past can embrace your future and actually give yourself a hug, can you imagine the possibilities where you be at?
Exactly.
A lot of
Right, you're
people
right.
doubt
You're right.
themselves based on situations that happened in the past. I can't do this because of this. I can't do that because of that. Or I may fail. Well, shit. Still try.
Right.
Don't fail. Failing is when you don't get up. But if
Some
you
people
actually
be
get
scared.
up,
Some people be scared of that turn down.
I mean, yeah.
failure is.
But
it's
rejection is a part of it.
rejection is a part of it.
But you know what?
Out of 10 no's, you're going to get a yes
right.
eventually. You know
Embrace
what I'm
that
saying?
pain. Pain is necessary to
I
grow.
was just about to say that, bro. You got to
Pain
embrace
is
the
necessary to grow.
And then on top of that, y'all know what fail. Well, my understanding of the words fail, like FAIL, means
Not trying at all.
first attempt in learning.
I fuck with that. That's an acronym. I fuck with that acronym.
On life, first attempt in learning.
First attempt in learning. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if you fail, bro, that's your first attempt in learning.
Right.
That's just to be honest. To be quite frankly, my nigga, like, bro, like I failed a little bit last night, but that was my first attempt in learning
Right.
with
And
the
we not
situation
perfect.
that I wanted to be
Right.
with.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
That makes sense.
Yes, sir.
And the thing is, we're not perfect, but we strive for perfection so much.
Yeah,
so
we do.
that we forget that we just human. And I'm talking to you know who I'm talking to.
Just human.
Make sure you set your goals.
I have to
Life
put
TK.
some on that because me and my buddy Josh, me and his guy he knows, we had an hour conversation about what me and you were talking about being a conscious being. Just be a human being. That's the most you can be. You can't fly. Motherfucker, like there's nothing extra about you being a person. We put so much on being so much where you just have to really dial back to reality sometimes.
Right. And even if you have a contingency plan where you got a plan for next week, next month, next year, take one day at a time. Don't rush everything. Don't be
accept your reality.
Just accept your reality and don't be stagnant. I find a lot of my friends, maybe not friends, but acquaintances who they get up, they smoke their weed, they go out, they work, but they floundering. They're not happy about what they do.
But if you talk to them, you'll find out what happened. You'll get to the root, like something. Man, I regret not doing this. Man, I should have done that. Okay,
it's a lot of
deal with that.
Shoulda, I woulda, I wish I did.
But deal with it. You know what I mean? Move on. We're here now.
But there's a danger.
We're here now.
When you self-sabotage, the danger is you hurting yourself mentally, physically, maybe not physically, but spiritually and financially to a certain extent, depending on how you self-sabotage yourself. You know, even my friend who's a millionaire, he's self-sabotaging himself. Well, how he's a millionaire and he's self-sabotaging himself? Mentally, he is.
Money isn't everything.
He don't think he deserved that happiness.
Money is not everything.
No, money is the root of evil. But it's also, when they say more money, more problems, I can understand that concept.
And I feel like if you got a whole bunch of money, man, you gotta realize that the money is the evil. You have to. Because that'll make you realize, you know what I'm saying? Not even realize, that'll make you adjust to how evil it is and how can that evil affect you. Because if you don't realize that, man, that shit will drag you down till you kill yourself.
And it's very important who you surround yourself with.
You let it.
Also,
yes, on life.
It's very important who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people also associated in being in the hood, or if you're in the hood. Shout out to my hood people. Let me talk to you real quick. When they tell you, when I hear things like, oh, you need to be in the hood to have respect, oh, you can't make it out the hood, that's self-contradicting.
That shit was.
That's to me parasitic. Yeah. When you hear people in the hood, they say, you're not going to be anything. The only way you can make out the hood is being a rapper, being a basketball player or a football player. I don't want to hear that.
No, I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear that. And the thing about it, what I realize, is it's not just people saying that in the hood. Who is giving you this information to tell you that if you in the hood, that's all you need to be at or where you need to be at? Complacency is the poison here.
That's funny you said that.
You know what I mean?
I came up in a way where everybody I grew up with was on the north side. Like I grew up on 16th Street for the first part of my life. And then my mom was like, yo, I'm getting my kids and we going to North Chase. So we was in North Chase. I met I had both walks of life. So I was and very comfortably able to be in a room full of killers and go into a room full of board members. You know what I'm saying? Because
I know some niggas right now that was in a room
like that.
Now I know some people right now that was in a room full of killers, bro, and done got their degree and everything. I'm talking about bachelorettes and shit, all that. You know what I'm saying?
The thing most people, it's funny when I hear people say a room full of killers. The thing about that statement, y'all, is on a macro point of view, everybody is capable of killing somebody. Everybody. I met people you would never expect who killed somebody, or
life.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not talking about I'm talking about real
just people
killers.
like me. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been comfortable because I got that rapport. Like it's genuine. I don't have to put on no airs. I don't got to front for nobody. You know what I mean? Right. They know. If they got a problem, it's my problem too.
Yourself to be able to do that.
Exactly.
Right.
So, exactly. Yeah.
I'm happy that my friends, anybody able to wiggle do that. It takes a specific character trait to be both hood and be professional.
Yeah.
To be both the man in the tie and to be the person out the tie.
It takes a lot.
But the funny thing is about that is KKK been doing that for years. They don't have to, and this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking to the hood now. They don't have to sit back and lynch you no more.
Nope.
You doing the killing for yourself.
Yep.
What you mean, Tim? What you mean? Okay, well, I'll tell you.
Tell them what you mean then.
They could eat a bag of popcorn, right? Eat a bag of popcorn and don't have to worry about lynching. Not a nigga, because a nigga gonna lynch themselves. Well, what you mean? Think about Chicago. Think about Brooklyn. Think about maybe not Brooklyn,
But what
yeah,
are the but
think
what are
about
the
those.
what are the proximity to violence of those places? What are the income
True.
brackets of those places?
True.
I don't see millionaires killing millionaires.
No.
I don't. That
No.
you won't see it.
No.
Nah. I mean, you
So-
will
But the
probably
thing
see
about
it
it
in
is,
another way,
I
shape,
see-
and form, but
the-
you won't see it how we see
The
it.
millionaire, the
Like-
millionaire
And
dude.
you won't even hear about it.
And
Like-
you know who you
like-
are. Shout out to my friend. You know who you are. We had this conversation today.
I gotta give. Yeah, KKK can do whatever they want. Whatever.
I'm getting at
my,
is-
my problem is that is where I can't take it from. It's some of it is personal also. Like I can't just say all
Some
right.
of this is personal. Some of this
Blood and Crip and
institutionalized.
all of that has been around for a long time.
Yes.
I know most blood members that fuck with Crips every day.
Right.
I know more blood members that beef with other blood members
That's true too.
off of personal beefs.
On life.
So like I mean, yeah, I get where you're coming from, but that puts a bad taste in my mouth too, because I can't help that.
No,
I
you can't.
I can't help the
But-
fact that being a personal thing. I can't say it's because of what you read because
No, it's not because of what you read.
Right.
But it's disgusting to see that.
I watched my homie get murdered. I mean, my homie got murdered over bitches. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Like, because
right.
y'all got the same bitches. Y'all got the same baby
That's
mama.
the same
Rest in peace to
situation.
Mark,
What
man.
kind of
I
shit
mean,
is that?
when
You know
you
what I'm
think
saying?
about
Like,
when you think about most murders happen over. I'm not gonna say most, but the majority.
but the way Wilmington spin it was a gang related beef. No, motherfucker, this shit was just deeper than what the fuck you know. Like, and
R.I.P.
leave
to
it
Mark
at that.
Man. Those who
R.I.P.
really
Mark
know the situation with Mark Man know that could be related to over a female.
Got you tatted on my body, boy. Quit playing.
So you know,
Yeah, on me. For real.
It's sad when you think about the self-sabotaging. I feel like it's in people in the hood, in their brain. It's screwed in their brain. It's in my brain.
Yeah, that's just like people right now, they be like, man, how can we talk to Chicago? Right now, my personal opinion, I don't think you can talk to Chicago. Chicago ain't trying to do no
it's
talking.
to the- look,
They ain't trying to do nothing.
I said this
Like,
though. But Chicago has a whole fucking shadow. Motherfucker, go back Al Capone and all that shit,
Yeah.
man. Like,
That's very, very true.
You got killers that you got kids that are raised to thinking of wanting to be the baddest killer. Like, how can I?
But
the
you know,
thing about it
How
is,
can I act
how
like
do
that?
you-
That isn't there.
That's very, very
Motherfuckers
true.
get named after niggas get named whole hoods. You know
On
what I'm
life,
saying?
on
Like
life.
being the baddest
and that's
motherfucker. You know
one
what I'm
thing
saying?
about Chicago. Shout out to my nigga Dirt though, because one thing I do respect you on, my nigga, is how you told the people that you ain't about to bring the dead ops into your songs no more, and you ain't about to really try to talk about the
But he
murder.
put
and
out a
shit
whole.
like
he
that.
put it all out there though.
He
First,
did.
I
He
can't
put-
even.
he put
I
it out
can't even
there
act like
first.
he
He
did.
had to.
You know, I
He
can't
had
even
to
act
because
like
that's
he
what
did.
he was going through.
Right.
Regardless, if that's what you're going
Yeah,
through, you
I
had
mean,
to. You feel me? Especially
It
if you was a
was,
rapper.
it was lives lost on both sides.
But him taking that step, that just show what type of man he is, because now he see what the type of influence
But the
that he
thing about
causing.
this,
You feel me?
the thing about
'Cause he
the
causing
danger,
an influence.
I agree with you 99%, both of y'all. The thing about self-sabotaging, in a sense, is that you're not understanding. No matter what game you represent, no matter your skin color, if you're in the hood, if you actually going through the struggle, and you are in an environment where you must have some form of protection, which means you might have to shoot somebody, which means you might have to do some shit you don't need to do. It's survival of the fittest, right? But when
Right,
you
of
really
course.
think about it, it's also set up like that. And if you are a part of the system, in the sense you are agent
We
of the
made
system,
it like that.
therefore you are agent of the government. Let that sink
We
in. though.
made it like that.
We unfortunately not. No, we didn't make it like that. I'm gonna say that we associated and boosted up more so.
We
We
contribute
got
to
drill songs, nigga. I got drill classics.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He said he got drill class.
play 51 Dead Ops and tell me, motherfucker, like we gonna be cool after that.
who made so you made the institution as far as when it comes to the making of a city.
I'm just saying though,
I'm not-
there's no coming back from shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no coming
so
back
I'm-
from shit like that.
When it comes to the
Depends on the man.
It's
Depends on
up.
that person.
Y'all asked me the question earlier. Basically, how we get through this is acknowledgement.
Yeah.
If you can acknowledge the problem, you already 50% fixed it.
Yeah.
Some of my people don't even acknowledge the problem. They don't know why. I have a cousin right now, and you know who you are. I have a cousin right now.
Yeah.
He got 2 guns on him.
Stop playing.
He pulled the gun out on me just because he didn't know who I
don't
was.
glamorize the shit, though.
When I walked in his house.
There's a difference, though.
He
I
didn't
don't
know who I
glamorize
was.
this
Then
shit.
He put a gun out on me, boy. I could have killed you. Put a
Because
gun out on
some
his own
people-
family.
Yes.
Because he's that paranoid.
Yes, but they fantasize about being that motherfucker. Let me just say, I don't glamorize the shit. I didn't become. I went boss because motherfucker. It was not even a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfucker.
Right.
It was principles behind this shit. It was morals behind this shit. There was actual active, activities going on, like making people
Black
vote,
Panthers
making
and all
people putting people
The
in
Black
school, giving
Panthers is
kids
different.
clothes. Man,
The
look.
Black Panthers.
That's why I can never be a gang. I'll never be a gang member. Y'all see, you say what you want to say. That
Facts.
organization is organization. Period.
When you look at Black Panther situation though, always remember this though.
Talk to me.
You can have a group of white people get together, and I'm not dissing nobody. You can have a group of white people get together, and it won't be classified as a gang. But if you have an organization like Black Panthers who get together,
right,
Classified as a
and
gang.
they
It's classified as a gang.
yes, and they
create
demonize
a whole system. The SWAT team
Right.
is created specifically for the Black Panther Party.
it. It was demonized, just like anything.
That's crazy. Have you looked into the leader of the Black Panthers and how he got killed in his sleep? And everybody who was in his corner turned
That's the
on to
only
him.
way they could have killed him is in it.
Look at Grandmaster Jay, a man that just thought about his people, mobilizing black people to have arms.
Okay, so what?
Come on, man.
got another question for y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna hit y'all with these questions, my nigga.
But
So
that's our topic.
And then they took him out just by saying he pointed a gun. Wow.
Well, we got topics all day. So what y'all think about masonry? What y'all think about that, Timmy?
Close to your mic. Close to
What do y'all think about masonry?
In this day and time,
What do y'all think
it's
about
a
that?
dying tradition because they don't keep the lodges full. They just want to just keep it, keep their dues coming in.
Mm.
It used to be a thing, but it's still a thing. Don't get it wrong, but in the right places. Down south, it just like Baptist churches, it dies.
Mm-hmm.
It's dying down south. Yeah.
Shout out to the 33 degrees.
Yeah,
Masons.
shout out my people because my mama.
If
know
you
who
get
you
to the
are.
33 degrees, don't get it wrong. But there's no degree higher
There's no
than the
degree
third.
higher than the third.
Uh-huh.
That's that. Let me tell you something. Why
My grandfather's a master
I was
mason.
asked to be a mason by 3 different people 3 different times.
I was too.
I like how I'm playing on that word 3.
Actually,
and I
we
turned
want to
them
be
down.
a traveling man.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Coach White was one of them. I know you know. Coach
I
White.
didn't
Shout out
Coach
you know what's so
White.
crazy?
Shout out Coach White, my nigga.
I wanted a petition, and I got in touch with the right people, but I didn't want a petition until my grandfather said that it would. I wanted him to be my petitioner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I put my stuff in, and he just goes in for me. Steps up for me. But he told me, he said, "You're not ready for this yet," and I'm like, okay. Thinking young, like, all right, whatever.
Did he
I
tell
just
you
have
why
to do
you
it
weren't ready
myself.
for it?
He was right. I wasn't.
Okay.
You have to be spiritually and mentally and
You gotta be right.
There's
Yes.
a lot. There's some things.
be right.
upstanding.
There's some-
If
right.
I got secrets, I got secrets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There's some things I can't even on this camera. I can't tell you why I truly didn't become a Mason. But one
You
of the
better not
things
say that shit. Lord have mercy.
on the camera, Lord have mercy, thou not hurt me. What I'm getting at is this though. Like, if I was going to join any faction, any organization, I would have joined the United States military in some way. And so when I really thought about it, I'm like, I have a problem with authority in a sense.
They could deprogram your ass.
I understand about
They'll break your ass
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
break your ass down, right?
Clank,
Right.
clank, nigga. You talking about? I'm telling you.
And I always had a problem with authority. So
Mhm.
for somebody telling me that I have to every month I have to pay a certain fee and do certain
Yeah, you
ritualistic
hell, ain't it?
situations, I start
Man,
really
that
thinking
man
about
be
it.
talking about 0600.
I said,
You couldn't even look at something wrong in the
that ain't
stuff.
for me.
It ain't for
You look at
man.
something wrong. What?
I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, that messing with me, man.
But
That
it
shit
does
get deep.
build stuff up in you. I'm just
It do.
saying that. Like
Facts.
being in the military, like you have to understand, like they break you down to where all you need is the military. Like you
They
live
have
on
to, though.
military time.
It's all about
like, literally.
psychological. It's more psychology than the mental. I mean, than the physical, really.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Freemasons, though, it's really, really more into when you really go to the higher degrees, you start dealing with mysticism. And I want you to Google that and look it up. I won't go too much in detail because I know too much. And
I know all
dangerous.
3 degrees, but I'm just
Power
going
is
to leave
dangerous.
it at
Hey,
that.
look. Power is dangerous.
Dangerous
I'm
as
gonna
hell,
go.
my nigga. You better
I know
act-
enough.
It's no better
Better
than
act like you don't
Let
know.
me just say this: knowing it isn't as good as going through the degrees. Like
Yeah.
being able to understand and be able to recite and know what it means in in unison with how everybody else that's around you doing that, going through these degrees with you are giving you that level.
Right.
It's nothing like it.
No.
It's nothing like it. But it's been replicated through, like I said, reverse tribalism, through gang membership.
Right.
Different leaders have implemented certain things that Freemasonry has. It
And
has in it.
Freemasonry really kind of stole a lot of Egyptian
Ancient
Mesopotamian. Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't like to say Egyptian because it gets washed.
Yeah.
But
I'm
ancient
saying
Kemetic-
Mesopotamian
ancient
and yeah. I like that word better than Egyptian.
Ancient Kemetic.
It's definitely ancient. It takes a lot of secrets and type of form of ritualistic situations. But anyway, I just want
Egyptians
to.
and them light skinned motherfuckers
Next
working at the
subject, because I
Arab
see
store right
my
now.
nigga TK pulling up.
I just had to
Holding
on
it
that part of the
down.
episode. I had to talk about be careful of self-sabotaging yourself, and if something positive
random
happens to
couple
you,
ice.
embrace it, open up to it, and let it just flow.
And endure the
think
pain.
Don't think that you don't deserve whatever positive blessings that are happening to you. Be mindful that it's your time, and
Leave the
and leave
past
that-
in the past.
Yeah,
right. Learn from the
definitely.
past. I'm not gonna say
Learn from
leave
the
it.
past. Nah,
You got to
just leave
learn
that
from
past
it.
in the
Learn
past.
from it.
Seek help outside yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
You are not your only God.
Right.
There are many people that come around you in life that can give you keys and notes to be able to, that you might not soak it up right then, but it will come in use. So soak up game.
Huh.
Yeah. Endure the pain, my niggas. Endure the pain.
Anybody got any second?
I learned the most brilliant shit from fucking drunk motherfuckers, man. Let me tell you, I ain't gonna stunt with you, man.
Tell you, a drunk person tell you.
Shout out East
Arcadia.
Arcadia. I learned the most
on
brilliant
now.
shit from drunk
to me,
motherfuckers,
TK.
man.
I can't look at you.
Talk to me,
I'm
TK.
telling you, man.
Hey, shout out Grandma.
You sit around
Shout
and
out
listen
Mr.
good
Grandma
a long
Eva,
enough time,
Eva.
you gonna learn something, bro. You gonna learn a lot about life, bro.
You know, I learned the one thing I learned from a drunk was, well, he was a drunk, but he was also a homeless professor, and he taught me how to write my name.
Wow.
And you know who you are. We was in Manhattan. I had to be like 4 years old, and I didn't know how to write my name, and he showed me how to write my name. And my mom and my dad been trying for the longest, and he showed me how to. I don't know what his situation. I don't know his story. I just knew that he was a professor who was homeless,
Yeah.
and he was a
For
drunk.
whatever reason.
And he showed me how to write my name.
Man, some of the most
Do you know how powerful
brilliant
that
motherfuckers,
is?
man. Just I mean,
That's powerful,
you don't
bro.
know their walk of life. Like you don't really know. A story like that happened to me. Somebody, a dude had asked me for some change or whatnot. I ain't asking what it was for or nothing, man. I came straight out my pocket and gave it to him, bro. How about I seen the same dude? I'm sitting there at Church's Chicken. He walking behind me, pay for my food in here.
I'm glad you brought that up. And Kev was there with
No
me.
lie.
Kev was there with
Pay
me.
for my food.
No, that's
and
scary.
bro.
That's scary.
That's
Kev
real,
was
though.
here. He was in my. He was
Dude, looked
downstairs.
like he was down bad.
2 years
But you
ago.
never know.
2 years ago, I bought this man food for his house. I couldn't give him no food, no money, because I was scared he might do, some Coca-Cola, no
I
soda.
might use it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I bought him some food for the house. I'm talking like $50, $60 worth of food. It wasn't really that much. And the same 2 years later, this man comes to my house. And what he did,
that's that
Kev?
dude.
That's the dude. What he do?
Man dropped off like shit, like
25, 45 pounds of food.
Like,
Yeah.
like it'll fill up a trash bag.
Blessings. Think about somebody outside yourself, man.
Yo, we had- listen, man. Hold on. To be
Think
real,
about-
to be real, we had to start cooking some of that shit.
Right.
Yeah, it was so much. Yeah, I
Right.
cooked so much. Yeah.
Think about somebody outside yourself,
As soon as
man.
you got it, bro, you had to start cooking.
You'll be blessed, man. You'll
Yeah,
be blessed.
And he
Yeah.
didn't even know who I
Miserable.
was until after the fact. I was like,
yeah.
bro, like,
Man, I
ain't
couldn't
you-
even. I ain't even want to let dude pay for my food, bro. Like I was like, damn, like you so.
Yeah,
He
me,
like,
yeah.
man, I got you, bro.
Now,
I'm
see,
like,
that happened to me
damn.
while I was in McDonald's today, man. Some lady paid for me and my little girl and my
Karma exists.
food. Like, for real, that shit was crazy. I was like, what?
Do
She
unto
did what?
those who who you want to be done to you.
On life.
Do unto those who what you want to be done
Never
to
know.
you. Karma
Never know
really
who they is.
I mean, karma really exists. Let me tell you something. I used to do some bad shit when I was an adolescent. Some really bad shit. And as an adolescent, I have faced my karma. But as an adult, I'm like, yo, why be evil or negative towards somebody? It's actually more energy you gotta
You're killing yourself.
use.
Yeah.
Think about the energy. Think about how hard. Did you ever met a nigga who just me mug?
All day.
All day.
Hey, look. Hey, look.
Hey, with the ugly face on his stupid
Bitch, I
ass.
fuck you up. They me mug, they off me up. Look how much energy. Look at that lip. That lip.
Until somebody
shit
come with that
ugly,
overright like,
Smack that shit out your head.
Why waste that energy?
What?
I'm better off being in
But
the
crack them
positive
down.
state.
Get them to talking about themselves. Motherfuckers the nicest motherfuckers in the
Let
fucking
me.
world.
This is something I want to talk.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot of big
What up?
people can't even fight, man. A lot of big people can't even
Hey,
fight.
damn, he just put y'all on there, bro. I'm sorry. Hey, y'all niggas
Nah,
big
nah,
as hell
nah,
on my wall.
shit.
Hey, you know I'm about.
I ain't talking about you or Tim, right?
Hey, why TK stand up? Like, hey, wait. Many people don't like that shit. I don't like that shit, but TK stood up. That nigga really like that.
Hey, I'm an A-no.
I'm in between both of these niggas.
Hey, my
Hey,
hands got me
put in the
cold.
headlock. He gonna be here. Look, that nigga TK gonna hold him up.
Come here, nigga.
I'm gonna say, hell no, you
We'll
shut
shut the lights off in this motherfucker.
They gonna put up that little monkey talk.
Hey, but on some real
Ladies
shit.
and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe. I want you to like, subscribe, share.
Yeah, like,
Yo, we gotta-
subscribe,
yo.
share. But now, the subject I want to touch on, man, what do y'all feel about family members beefing with other family members? I'm talking about real deal beefing, like, nigga, I'll pull up on you and shoot you. What y'all feel about
DJ,
that?
go
bro?
ahead. Pass it that bamboo. Ladies and gentlemen.
Listen,
Bambooey.
you better find something to do,
Pass it that
nigga.
bamboo, bro. I'm so sorry.
I'm telling you.
I have to drink more on this, and I'm gonna tell you why.
If I gotta pull up with the
Talk to
strap
me.
at the
Y'all
family
niggas
reunion,
need to
we
talk
got
to me
more
about
I
than a
can't go in
problem.
detail.
Talk to me about
We
it.
got
Just
more
talk
than
to
a
me about
problem.
it, bro. Just talk to me
I
about it.
can't go in detail.
Whoop-dee. All right, nigga. Damn.
But what I'm getting at
Yeah,
is this though.
Oh.
I had to get my bamboo. Pass me that Coca-Cola coffee. The coffee right there behind you. The coffee right there behind
It's
you.
Coca-Cola coffee.
Coca-Cola coffee.
Nah, it's
yeah.
right there, bro. It's on the other side right there.
Behind you. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot
That's
about
it.
that.
Pass me the Coca-Cola coffee right there. Pass me
Man,
that.
your
I'm so sorry.
ass is crazy for drinking that shit.
Yeah,
You drink that shit?
I've been drinking this
I
my
ain't
whole
gonna lie,
life.
that shit is good, bro.
That shit is
Well,
good. This
y'all
is
niggas
life.
wild.
Shout out to
might be up
Coca-Cola
for the
coffee
rest
for
of the
even
night.
making
God,
this.
just enough.
Let me tell you something. This is
They
what I'm
had
gonna tell you something.
cocaine in it back in the day.
Back in the day when I was young. And look, back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I say in which I was a kid again. But listen.
Who killing family members?
It comes down to the family situation that my nigga AJ brought up. And you know who you
I
are.
just thought about that.
Let's talk about it.
When Family Feud is funny because it's like, damn, I know where you sleep at. I know where you lay your head at. And you want to have beef with me, and I can't be too negative, but I can be negative. But that situation that AJ put in or interject into that story is more than family beef.
It's more than it.
It's more than family beef. You know what type of beef that is? When a woman is involved.
Oh, shit. Ain't they always in the background?
My situation, you know who you are.
Of
You know
any
who you are.
war,
My
there's a
producer
woman
don't even want
in
me
the
to-
background.
He don't even want me to talk.
Of any war,
Can't play
there's
a
a
little bit-
woman in the
Can
background.
play 55% in this equation, low key, but I won't go in
There's
detail.
a woman
I ain't gonna go
in
in
the
detail.
background.
I ain't gonna do you like that.
Nah.
But let me tell you something. If a woman tell you and promise you things that you can't get, you want a relationship.
Nicky Barnes gave up the whole council over a bitch.
You want a relationship,
God
right?
damn.
He want to be the family man, right? You want to make sure that he's able to do what? You want to produce this, and this. And she fail you every single time. Why blame anybody else? I don't even blame the woman at that point. You know who I blame? You. Why?
Sip. Hold on.
I'm 30 years old. You're 32. You should know better. That's one. Two, being an adult is called taking accountability.
Yeah.
Gotta take accountability.
Got to.
That's two. Three, I told you to make sure you apologize to my grandmother-in-law. I won't go into detail, but people who do know the story know a little bit more,
Personal
right?
shit.
apologize to my grandmother-in-law. So I talked to my grandmother-in-law. This happened 48 hours ago. I talked to my grandmother-in-law 2 days ago, and she said, baby, he ain't say nothing. Baby, he ain't say nothing. So this whole time you lied to my face. Think about it. We supposed to be mad.
Well, he about to pull up.
We supposed to be real. And he can. Best believe. I'm ready.
I know you about to pull up.
I'm ready. I know exactly what.
Man.
My whole thing is, when it come down to it, on a macro point of view, I don't care about what everything happened. Because he did some bitch shit. Call the police is some bitch shit.
Yeah.
It come down to a woman. If a woman want to leave you alone, leave her alone. If my wife say, Tim, I'm ready for divorce, bitch, what? Why? 55 minutes later, get a divorce.
See, the reason why I brought this
You gotta let things go sometimes. You can't hold on to shit. Please, you can't be on no motherfucking
you can't.
James Brown.
Can't.
Please.
My thing is with it is that, man, you cannot be beefing with family members, man. That's your family,
way he did it.
yo.
I
And then Cat. Then go
I ain't gonna lie,
behind
bro.
my back.
We going.
You mad
That's
because you in the
shit,
equation.
crazy.
You mad because he in the equation a little bit. I'm gonna go to there. I ain't gonna talk about that.
What are you talking about, man?
I ain't talking about that equation. No, I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in the equation. You ain't do nothing bad.
That
I'm
shit crazy to me.
associated.
I was say,
Listen, I'm mad. And you know when you see this, you're gonna get mad. I'm mad because you got police involved.
Yeah.
Which nigga called police? You know both my parents got shot by the police. I do not associate with people who just... You don't know what could have happened. Suppose the police would have shot me just because, we thought I was somebody else. I could have been a fugitive, they thought. American Most Wanted.
I do
and
that.
you actually do that.
Yeah, I do
you
that.
know
I do
my
that.
trials and tribulation with that and trauma.
Yeah, my
And
whole
then you
thing
know
about
what
it-
happened with black people associated with police. I ain't gonna lie. That shit heated me up.
I don't even think that, brother, you ain't supposed to be beefing with family members.
And then the way he beefing, then he OD'd. I'm so sorry to bring y'all in this. Y'all guilty about association. He gonna have the audacity
Talk to me,
cat
too.
and call my nigga Chunky. You know who you are. Call my nigga Chunky and say that I got my brother and my niggas with me. We ready. We about to roll up. My goons. Nigga act like he a gang. I do not associate with people like that. I don't. It's fake. It's weak. I could call. This is the dangerous. Let me tell you something about power. Power is not about what you use, it's how you use it. I could call so many people right now. You want to talk, take it there. If you want to take it there, we can. But I have the responsibility as a man and a human being not to do no weak shit like that.
In my situation, I feel like that. The reason why I asked y'all about that, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all input in a minute, TK, but the reason why I brought that up is just because I feel like the person that's in my, you know what I'm saying, situation right now, you know who you is when you watch this shit.
I ain't pulling up on family. I'm cutting their ass off.
That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? But the thing
I'm
is,
cutting your
I
ass
think that
off.
nigga just in a power tripping mode because it's just like, people mourn different, my nigga. Like, bro,
yeah.
I don't want to see my grandma in a certain situation, bro. I don't give a fuck what situation she in.
She just
I'm gonna go see her in the hospital, say my condolences and shit like that, say my piece, and then
And
goddamn
what
keep
don't
on
wake
moving
you
with my
up and
day.
put you to sleep shouldn't matter.
You feel me?
But it's a
why
form of
why
respect,
do you
though.
feel like you need to say
Fuck 'em.
fuck me?
Fuck
or
'em.
goddamn my nigga, like, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not about to call the
Fuck 'em.
police.
Who did it?
I'm not
Man,
about to
nigga,
call
my-
the police
nigga,
on
my
somebody's
blood brother
grandmother.
type shit. Bro,
I'm not gonna call the police.
My blood brother, bro, on type shit, bro.
I'm not
Lie to
gonna call
God.
the police
No
on
lie.
somebody
Don't lie.
family member because they girlfriend
They ain't getting
is
that
not
much energy out of
associated
me.
with them anymore. And
Oh
then-
man, he don't get no energy from me.
Them motherfuckers
At
ain't
all.
getting no energy out of me.
But you know what I'm saying? I ignore this shit, but it's just like, but why do you still, like, it's like, that shit done happened like 4-5 months ago, but anytime you know what I'm saying, we still try to bring shit
I
together.
got cousins coming back now.
You know what I'm saying?
know
Niggas-
you wrong, motherfucker.
niggas
But
still
stay.
try to-
I'ma love you from a distance, motherfucker.
Yeah,
We
man.
good. Don't get it
See,
twisted.
and that's
Ain't
how I
no
gotta
love
treat
lost.
the nigga.
You-
You know what I'm
you
saying?
know what,
He
though?
know he
I'm
was
gonna
wrong.
answer your
Right,
question,
I
though.
know how we rock.
I'm gonna answer that question, and I had to read between the lines of what he said during our conversation. It just dawned on me. He is mad because I have the same relationship with Cool Kev and not him. Cool Kev.
That makes sense. He mad. He just, you know what I'm saying? I got the same
Why
relationship
I
that he
can't
got
be-
with
why
my
I can't be
with
your
our
brother-in-law?
grandma
Why I can't be your brother? He literally said,
on life.
why I can't be your brother-in-law? I can't be cool with you. But you be cool with Cool Kev. You want to know why? Real talk. Because Cool Kev don't call the police.
Bro, on some real shit, bro.
It's simple as that.
That shit is big.
It's just as simple as that.
That shit like some big misunderstanding. Like,
What you think, TK? Because TK ain't even
like
talking about.
a lot of stuff that's going on.
It's getting too much energy.
It's
Look,
You
I can't
feeding
trust
it.
you.
You
I
feeding
swear to
that
God.
energy.
Like, look,
I don't trust you.
hey,
I feel that.
When I asked, he asked me, well, why is the nigga, that black
my
smiley nigga,
my man was to talk to me and say,
why Cool Kev over here?
You know,
Why Cool Kev even came over here?
bro. I like.
Let me go in a little bit detail. The
I ain't
moment
even trying to be like this shit don't. Like my man said, it's too much energy.
Nah,
Like,
but you
whatever
I understand
happened,
why.
it's not.
I understand
even
why
like
he
that.
brought it up.
It's not nothing
When it
like
comes
that.
to
That's why I don't see nothing like
self-sabotaging,
that.
he self-sabotaged himself.
But I'm
Let's
not
go-
about to beef with no family, man. That's goofy shit, bro. I ain't about to beef.
Man, I ain't, man, look,
shit,
listen, man.
Ain't like you can
Boy,
change
hey,
blood
look,
type.
I'm gonna tell y'all
Shit,
something.
yeah,
I'm gonna tell
them
y'all
mother-
something, bro.
But all you can do
Nigga, your mama is
It's-
my
hey.
goddamn sister, nigga. What the hell am I beef with you
do
for,
what
nigga?
be you.
What the hell
be
I
the
feel
best
like?
you.
Hey,
Oh,
look.
nigga, I'm about to pull up on
Hey,
you. I'm
if a
about to do
motherfucker
this.
got that much energy in my life, motherfucker, that's changing me.
Exactly.
That's putting a disposition on me.
See, and if I had to,
That's giving it too much.
see, and if I had to
fucking
fit into
energy.
that shit, bro, that shit would have made me kill that man, bro, just because of the simple fact is of the things that you saying.
Right.
That's why I had to remove myself
But that's
from the
the- that's the-
situation.
that-
He taught me
But
everything
there
I
it
knew,
is.
bro.
You talking about a talker.
Huh?
You talking about a talker.
Yeah, the people we talking about, bro. He taught me
You talking
everything
about a
I knew,
person
bro. He
willing
doing
to
shit
talk.
like
Man.
that,
Police
bro.
willing to talk to anybody to listen.
It hurts
Man,
when
I don't-
it hurts
I
when you
can't
have.
give a
It
motherfucker
hurts
no
when you
air.
look up to somebody they fail you so dramatically.
It's just a lot
I can't
going
give a
on, bro.
motherfucker
And
no
when I
air.
tell y'all,
And he's saying that I felt him like that, but bro, you felt me from teaching me motherfucking everything, and then you come pull up on your aunt talking about some, oh nigga, it's about to get gangster. Nigga, no, you don't gotta think about getting gangster. You don't gotta think about that. If you gonna get gangster, you gonna get gangster right then and there.
Right then
You
and there.
talking about a talker though?
And then, but
Real gangsters don't talk.
gangsters don't talk. Say it
Give me
again.
some of that
I'm
hand
moving
sanitizer,
fucking
my nigga.
solids, nigga.
I need some of that.
I'm moving complete solids, my nigga. It's gonna be some Godfather shit when you see me.
Nigga, put some on your hand.
It got dirty. It got dirty. It got dirty.
What you talking about?
Because when I see
don't
you,
like that shit,
when
bro.
I see you, nigga, it's gonna be like Michael Corleone and Fredo, nigga.
Man, bro.
You go look at me. I'm gonna
you
look
gotta
at you.
look at-
You gonna hug me out of fear.
I got a witness.
And then, but I'm gonna know your true intention. I'm gonna know who. I'm gonna know your true intention.
Exactly.
So now
Exactly.
it's not blind to you.
Listen,
Bro, I got a
listen,
witness
listen,
right now to
listen,
tell you
listen.
how whack that shit was, bro.
Let me go more
That
into
shit was
detail
whack.
though. I can't
That
go
shit
into too
was
much
whack.
detail.
Hell no, we ain't gonna go into detail, but that
I
shit
can't go
was
into
whack.
detail, but listen,
nigga.
listen.
Get over that shit, nigga.
I'm gonna say this though.
What the fuck is you
As,
talking about?
as AJ has
Say.
every right to be mad, as my brother-in-law has every right to be
Hey,
mad.
zoom, bitch, ride nigga broom,
I
bitch.
got split.
Shit,
Hold on,
I mean,
I gotta
fuck,
take-
hey, real fast. I don't give a motherfucker no air.
Hey, what you say, TK?
Zoom, bitch, ride a nigga broom, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Bitch, ride a nigga, bro.
Get off or get on my dick. One or the other, but I'm not giving you no air. I'm not giving you no
Say
air.
this though,
Yeah,
DJ, give me 5 more minutes.
Yeah, how many more
I'm
minutes we
gonna
got left?
say
DJ?
this.
Let me get a tails. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say,
I'm gonna get you a tell. I'm gonna throw that in there. Listen to this though. Love make you do crazy things,
Still love that nigga to this day. Fuck.
and the thing about love is it's dangerous. When somebody have your heart and they play with it like Play-Doh. My advice to you, my friend, when you see this, I want you to be wary of pretend gestures of admiration and hidden agendas. And the person that you in love with or have love for have every attribute of those 2 statements that I just told you. And I want you to find your way of redeeming yourself in your own way. I want you to not have any form of doubt. And I guess the better word is don't self-sabotage your relationships with those who actually do give a fuck about you.
Give a fuck, my nigga.
That's
Do
the
anything
thing.
for you, my nigga.
You know, I mean,
on,
you
bro.
2 years older than me. Let's not put age as a factor here.
And zoom, bitch.
No, let's not put age as a factor.
Ride a
Older
nigga
than me.
broom, bitch.
It's so ugly as hell. Say it again, one more again.
Zoom, bitch. Ride a nigga broom.
Hey, start the show off with
Shout out
that
to
motherfucker.
Wayne.
Start the show off with that motherfucker. Zoom,
Shout
bitch.
out
Ride
to
a nigga,
Wayne.
bro. We got me fucked up. Yo, TK talk.
No. Zoom, zoom. Ride a nigga, bro, bitch. That shit so ugly as.
That shit really. It made 2 songs together.
He said, so let's ride a nigga, bro. Man, come on, man.
My niggas.
But knock the spoon off the wall.
No, before we close out and go to the other one, I want to say, I gotta get this.
Oh, I had to
Shout out. We gotta get it together for this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Shout out to
Zoom.
Get it for the mic.
No, yeah. Shout out to Krista Hayden. First black
Shout
woman
out.
to win the national diving title. We gotta
Already,
give it to
shout
her.
out. Yeah.
Shout out to the dive.
Black, and more black.
Gotta shout out to that.
That's it.
Come on, don't
black.
GK. Say it one more time.
Black, and more black.
Good.
And we coming back black.
It was gonna happen. He
And we
wanted to
coming
happen.
back
I told
black.
you I was gonna knock the spoon off the wall.
It's a spoon. It'll go back.
But we go ahead and get us to the.
Anyway,
That's really
ladies and gentlemen,
Hey,
this
that's
is
when ain't going back because this shit on.
my
Oh,
grandma.
that bitch home guard.
my
Nigga, what you
grandma
talking about?
Ain't no
grandma
bloopers
old
in this
spoon.
shit. Ain't no bloopers in this bitch.
Hey,
You gotta put that on the toe, but I knock the spoon off the wall. But you know we talking real.
You know we talking when we not that spoon off. And we
What? You lucky the fork didn't come down.
that
too.
boy, that
Cause
boy.
then we eating, nigga.
Boy.
If we got the fork and the spoon, we eat.
Boy.
What's the school?
Boy.
Where we at?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe. I want you to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. What is the dangers of your self-sabotaging it? And did that stop you from acquiring your blessings? Now, I'm out to alley-oop this right to my homeboy, who that be, that TK, and talk about some of his tells that would be considered gangster.
Man.
tell.
Oh, this is a good one because I piggybacked off the last one. You remember we were talking about my nigga Glenn.
Yeah.
Right.
On the
Shout
last
out,
one.
Glenn.
So this is the how it all transpired, how we got to that point. Now, this is like 2000, maybe New Year's Eve coming in. I think it was like 2012, maybe. I think it was 2012.
Okay.
Me, my homeboy, and my nigga that I told you, and Cuzzo and Glenn.
Okay.
We was in the house, man. Me and my homeboy, we had some girls with us. My homegirl Destiny, she shout out to Destiny, and her homegirl, and we in that motherfucker rocking, boy. I'm telling you, we in Bayshore Estates getting lit. You know what I'm saying?
Bayshore
State.
Out there, yeah. We out there, yeah. Oh, we was in there. We was in a real band though. Y'all niggas don't know.
They don't even know.
We was in a $200,000 band
That
though.
boy talking
y'all.
about Bayshore State.
We was out there.
What the fuck?
We was out there.
Hey, come on, wait a minute.
What the fuck you doing?
Is
$200,000 band though.
Wait, hey, say it one more again. Hey, this ain't this say it one more again. Where's that?
What? Oh, Bayshore Estates.
That sound like it's high prices.
Yeah, we out there.
$1.
And we
Not the 91210, but damn near close
and we
to it.
rocking out that motherfucker. I'm talking about like, man, it's like goddamn. It's 2 day. I swear it was the second day. So we had New Year's. Everybody came party with us, and the next night we rocking, motherfucker. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's Gucci going off on the goddamn surround sound. So look. We sitting in there rolling up. My homeboy sitting there with the chopper in his lap.
Good God
and got the
Almighty.
chopper in his lap.
Good.
And all of a sudden, I'm sitting at the door, and all I hear is, I said, goddamn, what the fuck is that? I look, and boy, all I see is, I look up over the goddamn door, and all I see is the sheriff's hat. I said, oh shit. It's the boys.
Shit.
My man said, what?
Well,
all of a sudden, my man was running with the chopper to the back. Boy, goddamn, that motherfucker got loud as shit then. Boom, 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 boom. Goddamn, my homeboy Glenn opened the door up. I'm sitting in the back talking to Weezy like, bro, look. Bro, what happened there? Bro, upstairs with the chopper and shit. I'm like, oh shit. So Glenn, I come back from the hallway into the living room. Glenn done let the police in the goddamn.
Oh my God.
Man, we in there, man. I'm sitting there, and all the motherfuckers sitting there like,
I know y'all niggas was wide-eyed.
where's the guy with the gun? We seen him. Where's the guy with the gun? We seen him. Tell him to come down. We're not going up after him. You tell him to come down here. I'm sitting there like, man, I don't know who you talking about. I don't know what you talking about. All right, you sit over here then. Motherfuckers had us all sat down, damn handcuffed, talking my homeboy downstairs. You might as well just come down. We know you're up there.
Good God.
All I hear is my homeboy footsteps.
Nigga running down the stairs sounding like Chucky.
That man said, all right, man, I'm coming, man. Goddamn, I'm coming. He was like, where's the gun? I ain't got it with me. All right, come downstairs. I want to see your hands first. That motherfucker come out the goddamn shit, the hands out, goddamn. Where's the goddamn gun? I seen it. All right, we're going to go up and find it. Motherfucker come down, that motherfucker said, God damn.
Good God.
Yeah, we got him now. So we sitting there, all us handcuffed motherfuckers goddamn looked at us and said, all y'all got is this grinder. We gonna take the grinder. We gonna take this gun and find out whose it is too. And I'm like, oh, word. All right. Motherfucking narcs come in right after the motherfuckers leave out.
Man. They said they smelled the marijuana.
Them motherfuckers looked dead at my face and said, Edward Keaton, how's Disco doing? I said, God
Good
damn.
God.
Motherfuckers that I don't even fucking ride. Motherfuckers that I ain't seen in goddamn forever.
The whole government.
I'm like, bro, I don't know who the fuck you talking about or what. Well, if you ever get to thinking, about it, take this. I let that motherfucker right there, goddamn card in house. Oh, yeah. Don't try to slap us all with goddamn paraphernalia charges off a goddamn grind, and we all went to court about that shit.
Man.
That's how the Glenn situation and everything else came up.
Marijuana class
I got community service. My homeboy got, I think he got probation at that time because he was already facing one. And that's how I ended up in probation court with Glenn Ash. So that's how that story went.
Tales from the hood.
Tales from the motherfucking trap, dude.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Free my nigga Tim. Man, free my nigga Tim McMillan. Man. He in there on some gun charge bullshit.
Yeah, free Tim.
I won't even go in detail. I can't go in detail.
Hey, only thing you can do is take a plea.
You didn't even know they called him Coast now, so yeah, free Coast.
The only thing you can do is take a plea. I fought a gun charge, nigga. And won. Hey, free Tim though, nigga.
Free Coast though.
You heard what I said though? Let me get Tim, listen what I said. Let me give him some game. All y'all can do is take a plea.
You're on life.
Motherfucker, if you don't fight, you ain't getting shit. I fought a gun charge and won. Fuck Ben.
Fought a gun charge. Yeah. Think about what you have to realize.
Free Uno too, man, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I put my life on the line for that shit, man.
Understand that if you can understand the system, you can understand how to beat the system.
Right.
And it all come down to patience, knowledge, and when you have that knowledge and patience, that's powerful.
It takes some faith too. Don't get it twisted.
It does take faith.
Them motherfuckers looking at me with all kind of numbers, and I said, "Hey," when I told my mama what kind of number they said, she said, "Baby, keep praying." I said, "Shit, it's a wrap."
Hey, if you don't pray nowadays, bro, you lost, man.
Hey, bro, that remind me of the time, right? The sheriff put me on
rose from the dead.
Insurance, and I ain't gonna go all into the story, but I saw it the next night, and I saw the other one too. So I walked up on both of them. I'm like, man, my insurance good, bro. Like I called, I'm lying and all that.
What they say?
I'm like, bro, I called my insurance. Bro. They said my shit good, bro.
Hey, look, did I tell you no self-incrimination? Your insurance good right now. Your insurance good right now.
He up now.
Okay, he up now.
He up now.
God almighty.
Hey, I'm lying like a motherfucker. I'm like, boy, I call my insurance. What they talking about? My shit good.
My shit good.
You put me for no reason.
Hey, y'all had it.
Hey, look, he come back a few nights later, right? He like, I looked it up. It says that there's something on there, so we go to DMV, right? It was something on the. So we paid all that. We paid all that shit.
Of course.
Damn right, you better get it right. Damn right, you better get it right.
Who that be that Cal? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe. I want you to like, subscribe,
it's
share.
Another one.
And leave a comment. Do not sabotage. Leave a comment about what you heard about Tales of the Hood. And even leave a comment about the whole situation what Cool Kev just talked about. And what about what he was talking about? DJ, where we at with the time? He want me to wrap it up.
Wrap it.
Hey, meet me at Goodfellas, but I'm about to go downtown.
Hey, man, hey, nigga, meet me at the real D. I be fucked up.
Man, he just trying to go down smooth.
We about to go there down in yonder.
Hey,
right
meet me downtown.
Party get high, get drunk like the white folk.
I tell you what, Bo. I'm going to go right down the yonder over the
river, Cape Fear.
I'm about lit now,
Them
boy.
motherfuckers had a cracking in that motherfucker last night. Shout out to the real boy. Them
Yeah.
them white folks came out that motherfucker twerking out that bitch.
I'm in the good fellas. All you gotta
I don't want none of that gangsta shit when I go out, nigga.
Hold on. Let me interject though.
To the
window, to the wall.
Wait. Before we
I
actually
want to
close
see
this,
asses shaking.
hold on. Let me interject. Before we
Like Dollar
interject,
Bill said.
I'm gonna say this though.
Hey,
Aaron, give me like 2 more minutes.
I got my clip.
That podcast we did at my homeboy at motherfucking Bazaar, that was embarrassing when my nigga said, wipe the water. Remember the water situation? Man, white people talk about that water. That was embarrassing.
Oh, no, he did say
Hey, let me just tell you, I blacked out that whole goddamn thing.
Hey, yo, bro.
I blacked out that whole. I was there, but I was there in body.
Bro.
In spirit, I was
I'm
gone.
not gonna lie. That was embarrassing. But my nigga shout out to my nigga Tayshawn. He gonna say, man, white people would make they water.
Hey, Tim.
Look, I want to tell you, like,
Tim. Hey, I'ma just say this.
I would never do a group interview.
I'm a damn
Listen.
good listener.
I would never do a group interview ever again. It would be like 3.
But no,
three motherfuckers.
I know.
We would have the whole squad out.
Hey, yo.
This nigga Tayshawn. What's the other nigga that Calvin?
Hey,
He gonna show myself though. Then he gonna spit the water out.
hey, yo, look.
Nigga, that was embarrassing.
That
as
nigga
fuck.
is disrespectful.
Bro, everybody look like, no.
No, he spit the water out.
The water was good, too.
The water was
It
good.
was damn good.
The water had no what bitch what?
That water was damn good.
yeah, y'all talk about
Hey,
water.
can I
Good.
talk
What kind of
about
water?
water?
Like,
Niggas-
They had that
But we
Wilmington
talking
water.
about water quality in Wilmington, right?
No. It was distilled. It was distilled though. It was distilled.
Hey, hold on.
Okay.
You know, Cal don't give
still
a
water
fuck.
be good though.
Yeah.
Let's we got some ice in that motherfucker.
Cal just took it to another fucking level.
Hey, Tayshawn ain't been on the episode in like 25 episodes. And this
Cal
nigga
is the Chris Tucker of motherfucking.
Bro, you know
groups.
Cal-
Tayshawn is
That nigga
Look,
was
this
old.
ain't
Tayshawn
This
is
how you know.
OD. Tayshawn said white people would have their own
me show
water.
y'all-
This some white people shit. I said
Yeah, he did.
Tayshawn.
Yeah.
Easy.
Let me show you how y'all
I
know
blacked
Cal
all that
give a
part
fuck.
out. I blacked that out.
Let me show you how you know Cal ain't give a fuck. Hold on. Cal said.
What do you do?
Them white folks made me buddies, nigga.
Hold on, look.
Them motherfuckers look like they
Let me
ready to
show
call
y'all.
police at any moment.
Let me show you how you know
Them
your boy
motherfuckers
Cal
make
ain't
me
give a
I got
fuck.
invited to a good party.
Your boy
though.
Cal did his spit. That boy spit the water up. Then he came back and
They
said,
seem like good people until
My
motherfuckers
bad.
started smoking weed.
You know why though? You know
When
why?
they smell that weed, it's like, oh, nigga, shit just started.
I think it's
Listen. I'm gonna say one thing though.
Messed up and then hit that.
When they don't
hit
want
the
that
ending.
fine, that fine too high, boy. That weed fine.
Oh my
That motherfucker
god.
would, hey, all I did was turn my back like shit. I'm looking at Cam like, nigga, I'm not listening to this.
My
man.
boy Cal said,
I'm not listening
I
to
would
this
never.
shit.
Let me tell you something.
bad.
That's a president, DJ Barbarian. I would never, ever have a group business interview ever again. It'd be like 1 or 2 people. I never had the whole squad.
And just know that will never be a business meeting like that again. That was just, it was
too niggerish.
It was more. You should have just called me and told me like, yo, we about to have a bunch of white folks looking at us, talking some shit in the background.
And how they
Like
say
that
don't
shit
be
just,
business.
that get on my
You see that
nerves.
episode?
People that know how to act.
God.
That shit just, and then I got niggas. with me.
Niggas.
Damn. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. When Tayshawn said white people would have their only water, I wanted to walk the motherfucker out the motherfucking building. I
Would
was
have packed everything up right in and there, nigga. All that.
When he said white people would have their own water, I was no more good.
Yo.
What the fuck would you
Hey,
say like that?
yo.
We can't believe what?
Cut it off. Cut it off.
You know that they about to hang us in this motherfucker.
Cut it off.
Hey, yo, you ain't did.
Shout out, hey, no. Shout out to the Bazaar. Shout out to
know,
Sebastian.
shout out to the
I ain't gonna lie,
Bazaar.
tell the truth
We
though.
gotta talk some shit. We
Sebastian
can't come
holding
back
his
from.
shit.
He did.
Shout out to the Bazaar. Bash hold himself. I ain't gonna lie. He could tell he been on enough black people.
Hey, you
The
know-
way he hold his composure, I ain't gonna lie. I said Bash. I looked at Bash. He ain't look that red like a tomato. Most white people be red as a
You know what
tomato.
make it? You know what make it so
Niggas,
funny
you
when you
on
see how Tayshawn
Yeah, I'm
look
on
in the
that.
face.
Man.
He got an ear.
We gonna do Zoom meetings for business calls.
He like,
now.
look, he like,
Yeah, you gotta have interviews.
take time,
You
like,
gotta have interviews and shit. You gotta have
are
interviews,
doing
my
Zoom.
nigga.
DJ
Yeah.
Barbarian that said that president, I will never fucking ever have everybody in the podcast do a business interview. Ever.
And we got him all for that, right? We got him. It should have been like a challenge situation.
I was so ghetto and bad.
That shit was crazy.
Bash handled it so professionally. Oh,
Hey,
and look, my nigga Calvin spit out the
You got
water.
business in the hood. He see the
My
shit
nigga
every
Calvin
day.
spit out the water. He spit out water out his mouth.
That
He
boy
talking the
said-
water nasty.
that boy Tayshawn be like this. Look, he smile like this. Yeah, white
I would never do it. I would never do it. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm done.
Go ahead and
I'm
get
done.
that coochie
Wait till you look at that episode. Leave a comment,
Hey,
like,
yo.
subscribe, share.
And go
This
ahead
is
and sit
Great
over
Apes
there.
Cafe. Motherfucking deuces. We love you. Au revoir. Arrivederci. Don't let the door hit you in your ass. Deuces.
Wow, I was laughing
Great
at that shit
Apes
so hard,
Cafe.
my
Great
head got
appreciation
tight.
for people, entertainment, and motherfucking success.
Damn, boy.
Cause I've been drinking.
I've been drinking.
My head got tight laughing off that shit. Boy. Real, boy. Hey, y'all know, hey, look, Tayshawn be looking like this, look. This voice deep,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. TK, I was so embarrassed, bro. I'm so happy I
good.
even know
I was
a Bash.
embarrassed for you.
We
I
good.
know Bash. I said Bash. I put all these things. Look, I just blacked out.